Good day, viewers. If this is your first time of watching our channel, I implore you to please subscribe to our channel, leave your comments, and then, of course, hit the notification bell. For the full fledged of this video, you can join us on YouTube. Just search for La Info Media, La Info Media on YouTube. There you see some of our other videos too that has to do with motivational talks, with techniques that you can use to achieve your stake. Today we'd like to talk on this very crucial topic, and that is how to achieve a difficult feat, how to achieve a difficult task. Life is very cumbersome. Life is complex. There's barely nothing you want to do that does not require strenuous experience and difficulties. But there's always a way. There's always a way to it. There's always a technique to it. And the technique to achieve everything in this life is based on consistency, accuracy, and of course, your determination. But these three things fuel the efficaciousness or the effectiveness of this term we call systematic desensitization. Sorry about that. That seems to be a big word. Systematic desensitization simply means breaking a difficult trend or a difficult task or a difficult experience or a difficult plan or a difficult goal into simple stages. Definitely, if you want to satisfy or achieve a feat, we always have this urge of, how let it come overnight and let everything just, work the way I thought of it. But it doesn't go that way. Most times, people who are achievers in the world, people like Wole Soyinka, people like Nelson Mandela, people like Abraham Lincoln, they make use of this technique a lot. The technique that I call systematic desensitization. Simply put, it simply means breaking down the task that you have to achieve at hand into stages. Now, how do you now apply these techniques? After breaking the parts into stages, it could end up giving you 10 stages, it could end up giving you 20 stages, it could end up giving you 3 stages, it could end up giving you 5 stages, 2 stages. It depends on the complexity of whatever you intend to achieve. The next thing for you to do is to pick the simplest and the easiest part of what you want to achieve. I repeat, pick the easiest and the simplest part of the broken part of what you intend to achieve. And that will be very simple for you to surmount. What am I saying in essence? For example, you want to build a house. It is the dream of everyone to build a house. It is the dream of everyone to buy a car. It is the dream of everyone to marry, be it a man or a woman. It is the dream of everyone to live a good life, to appear nicely, wear good clothes, live in a good house, have a nice job, have a good interpersonal relationship with people and all of that. But these things are not something you can just wake up overnight and say, I want to achieve it and I've actually achieved it. It requires a step by step approach to achieving it. So, for instance, you want to build a house. The cost of buying the land and building a house is very huge. You're a salary earner, and then you actually want to do what the big shots are doing. It's not that it's not possible, it is, but you just have to follow the right technique. And the technique I have mentioned here is what I call systematic desensitization. So, therefore, the first thing for you to do is to break your need into achievable parts. Like you want to build a house, the first thing is you need to get a land. After getting a land, you need to verify if the land is authentic. After that, you have to do your foundation. After the foundation, you keep raising the walls. After the walls, you do your linted. After the linted, you do your roofing. After the roofing, you do your suspended ceiling. After suspended ceiling, you do your plastering. You do your fixing. You do your fittings and all of that. You do your fencing, and then you put your gate. So the first thing you need to do, if you have that or you're building a house, is not to, start is not to roof the building at first. Definitely, it's not to start raising the wall at first. It's not to start buying blocks to raise the wall at first. No. The first thing you have to do is to start thinking of how to get a land. With a little mega salary that you are receiving, there are different ways of getting a land. There are some people that sell lands to persons on instrumental basis, on monthly basis. As you are collecting your salary, there's an amount of money you'll be dropping into the properties account gradually, probably maybe for a year or two, depending on the cost of the land. And some even allow you to keep building while you are paying. You understand? That's the most funniest part of it. Some will allow you to keep building your house while you are still paying for the land. So subsequently, by the time you finish paying, you understand, you must have even almost finished the house, or in an attempt to, you must have finished the house, or you're about to finish the house. You understand? So gradually, before you know it, you are done with payment of the land. And one thing about property is that if you buy a property in a particular area at a particular time, for the duration of 2 years that you are going to pay for that land, the cost of that land must have appreciated by 50%, if not 75%, depending on the area where you procure the land. So it's a win-win experience. Even if you don't want to build your house on that plot of land any longer, you may decide to sell the land after you had finished paying for that land. You may decide to sell the land and now collect like times 2 or times 3 of the amount that you have paid instrumentally, that you paid effortlessly. You are getting the money back in a whole, twice or thrice, which you can now take and reinvest on another land of your choice anywhere. And that will still give you much more money to use for the construction of the building. That's just an example. I'm using a property as an example. We also have the ones that concerns relationship. We have the ones that concerns the job you do. We have the ones that concerns interpersonal relationship. We have the one that concerns health. We have the one that concerns management in an organization. There are ways to it. If you have a worker in you are a manager in the working place, and some of your staffs are not giving a required output, or they are coming up with some personality behaviors that are affecting the free flow of the job, you don't just fire your staff. You must observe the staff systematically. You must approach their behavior of that staff systematically to see the reason why they are behaving that way. If the reasons is caught in the nib, that same staff can still be the person that will push your organization to the next level. So these are the essence of systematic desensitization. So after getting the land, you can then begin to think of how to do the foundation. For the foundation, you don't have the whole money. Any day you have the money for a tipper of sand, you put it there. The next month, another tipper of sand, you put it there. Another gravel, you had money for gravel and one or two other things, you put it there. Then on a particular day that you want to actually do the foundation, the materials are ready. You are not buying materials. You are not you're looking for money to pay the workmanship for the bricklayers and all of that are doing the foundation. You already have the materials. So the only money you are looking for is the workmanship. And before you know it, they are there. They will do the job. They use the material. The foundation is done. Then you keep working and keep dropping the sand. You keep dropping the stones gradually, and you keep dropping the blocks for the construction of the building. So gradually the materials are setting up, and any day you have money for workmanship for the laborers and the bricklayers contractor to set the blocks, you come over, they use the blocks or that's already on your land, for the development. So you are breaking this difficult task into bits, and this is what we call systematic desensitization. You're actually analyzing the process of achieving that feat. So if you continue consistently and you have focus, you don't derail, I bet you, my brother, you will be surprised that sooner or later you become a house owner. And the same method you use for the achievement of the first building is the same template you use for the second house, the third house, the fourth house, gradually. But I repeat, it requires focus. The moment you derail from your focus when you are trying to solve a difficult task using systematic desensitization, then it will be very difficult for you to achieve it. That task will become stagnant, it will become cumbersome, it will become unproductive. So you need to be consistent, you need to be focused, you need to be determined, and you have to be on top of your game. So for systematic desensitization, that is the way it is used. Break the part of whatever you want to achieve or the issues that you have at hand into smaller bits and start executing each of the bits to give you possible results before you eventually have the bigger picture of what you really wish for in reality. If this video has actually impacted you in any way, I implore you to please search for the full video on YouTube, La Info Media. Search for our video on YouTube, subscribe to our channel so that more of these videos that has to do with motivational, talks and approaches and techniques. That's why, we are different. We don't just talk, we will give you the techniques and the methods that you can use to solve a problem or to achieve a problem. We don't just talk, you can be this, you can be that, this is what you have to do, you don't have to do this. We also teach you what you can do to make you achieve that feat if you follow it, step by step. Thank you very much, and God bless. Do have a wonderful day ahead.